and I'm a functional support analyst here with Odoo. And right now I'm here with Cubiks, our end users, with Neil and Declan.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourselves a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Declan Tyrrell. I'm the commercial finance manager for Cubiks, and this is my colleague Neil, who is the
information systems developer.
Great. And so tell us a little bit about your company and your business.
Okay, we have Cubiks. We're an international HR consultancy.
Mm-hmm.
Our credo is people matter. We're involved with basically helping companies and candidates leverage their people and their assessment development skills through psychometric tools. So we sell solutions via selection of products and consultancy services.
Great. And you mentioned to me earlier that you're a multinational company.
Yes, we're currently present in 14 countries, mainly in Europe, but also in the US and Asia. We also have a broader network of associates who we work with to ensure that we have global delivery capacity. We've just over 200 employees globally.
Wow, okay, that's great. And so how long have you been using Odoo?
We've been using Odoo for just around 2 years. So we implemented Odoo in October of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
We initially only implemented the CRM modules.
Mm-hmm.
We had a staggered implementation.
Okay, and how did you decide to start using Odoo?
Well, Cubiks have been using a legacy ERP platform since around 2006.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very old platform. It's not even an ERP platform, it was a finance system that had some kind of ERP functionality bolted onto it. So by 2015 we realised that as a business this was holding us back, it was stopping our ability to move forward, etc. We needed something new. We polled our users internally, and the number one thing that they told us that they really wanted was a robust CRM system.
Mm-hmm.
So when we looked at the ERP landscape, that was our main consideration. We also had some other considerations. We wanted a single platform, so we didn't want to integrate, for instance, CRM with finance, with accounting, sales, etc. Other things like that. We made a shortlist.
Implementing Odoo, how has your business flows, how have they been improved?
Well, with our legacy platform, we had a lot of problems. We had issues with our sales, for instance, where how we sold services, there was a disparity between that and how we sold products.
Mm-hmm.
We had issues with our contacts database. We were running a multinational company. It led to a lot of duplicated customer records.
Mm-hmm.
And we had issues with CRM. As I said, our consultants were really crying out for a more robust CRM solution.
Okay, and do you feel with Odoo you're able to manage your 200 employees, because it's quite a large company? Are you able to easily function?
Absolutely, Odoo scales really, really well. We haven't had any issues with users or anything like that. Everyone's happy with the platform so far.
In fact, every employee is an Odoo user. So by 200 employees, we have 200 users.
Wow, that's a lot, and I am glad that our system is working wonderfully for you for that. And so right now, just to put some details in there, you're on version 9, and you're planning to migrate to the version 11 platform of Odoo. And when you do that, you're planning on expanding your system, adding more applications?
Yeah, that's one of the things that we found really, really useful about Odoo.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, we had a staggered implementation. So we started off with CRM first, and that gave us a bit of breathing space to be able to implement all the other apps as well. We implemented everything else, finance, sales, HR, survey, mass mailing, etc. in April of 2017. And we've started to use those apps a lot more in the interim period. Specifically in this year we found mass mailing very, very useful with the implementation of the EU GDPR directive. Previously to that we were using separate systems.
Mm-hmm.
By having everything contained in Odoo, we had our opt-ins and our opt-outs in our contact records. It made the mass mailing a lot more friendly, a lot more fluid, and a lot more GDPR compliant.
Okay, that's great. Do you feel as though Odoo, when your business grows, Odoo will be able to grow with you and be able to meet all of your needs in the future?
Absolutely. So a relatively recent experience we had, one of our clients really wanted to be able to pay their invoices online using PayPal, which is something we hadn't done up until that point. With our legacy ERP system, that would have been a nightmare. It would cost us a lot of money in customization. But with Odoo, that was there out of the box. It didn't take anything to implement apart from the time. The instructions were all there. It was actually a fairly good thing to implement and fairly easy to implement as well. The benefits for our customers don't need to be said.
Great. And will you tell us a little bit about your relationship with Odoo and just how we communicate with you and how we're able to support you when you need it?
Sure. Well, as I said, we're a multinational company, so we have an office here in Belgium, which is where Declan works. So when we had the implementation project, a lot of the project was actually run from Belgium. So to think of one instance, we were having a meeting about taxation, a particular strategy that Odoo had urged us to give a try. So our usual consultants came along and they brought someone else along who I didn't recognise. It took me a moment to realise who it was, and it was Fabian. And I can remember thinking at that time that was pretty impressive, and that was pretty cool that the CEO of Odoo is not afraid to get out there to the coalface and really engage with customers. That was really impressive.
That's great. Yes, he's very dedicated to making sure that every client's needs are met. That's really great, and I'm glad you've had that experience. That's really nice. Can you tell me more about the specific things that you use with Odoo and how, because you mentioned some of the applications you use, but can you describe that a little bit more and go more into detail about how we fit your business flows exactly?
Sure. Well, some of the problems, as I said we had earlier, were to do with sales, how there is disparity between how we sold services and products. With the implementation of Odoo, everything was then self-contained. So for the first time, in our previous legacy ERP system, we weren't able to do it, but with Odoo, for the first time, we had a single process flow all the way from lead all the way through to sale and invoice, and following that project, subscriptions, etc. It was seamless. It really made a huge difference.
Great, that's amazing. And can you possibly say what you value most about Odoo? And I know this is a tricky question because it's hard to put that in one word or one phrase, but if you had to, what do you value most about Odoo?
Well, our users, I think, the things they value most about Odoo are, I think, how it's connected.
Yeah, connectivity, how it takes the process from beginning to end, the whole business process. It cuts out the need to use try and integrate multiple different apps from different suppliers. If you have it all under one roof within Odoo, you can manage the process from start to finish, especially in relation to sales, to billing, to invoicing and project management. That's where we are currently really seeing the value.
Great.
In addition to that as well, it's using the chatter functionality. One of the things we found as a multinational business, we do have a lot of our international teams that work together, and so it means it reduces the amount of emails that are pinging around. It keeps everything self-contained within tasks and projects and that kind of thing. You can do some cool things with the chatter as well, so you can do things like set up alerts and things like that.
Absolutely.
So when one of our, for instance, when we have certain opportunities, we can make sure that our R&D teams, for instance, are advised about that via the chatter functionality.
That's amazing. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. And so you're here at the Odoo Experience. It's great that you come to visit us. And have you been at the Odoo Experience before in previous years, and maybe the last year?
Yeah, we've come every year for the past 3 years. This is our third one now.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, thank you so much for offering your time and giving us your story.
Thank you.